dear friends. I hope I am well audible and visible to all of you. Just confirm. Very good morning. Good morning to all of you. How are you all doing, friends? First, tell me, how are you all doing? And am I now systematically audible and visible to all of you? Yes, wonderful. So, rule number 27 to rule number 35 of CGST rules. So, of course, we have done 32, 33, 34 and 35, isn't it? Yes. So friends, what we have to do now? We have to do on this pleasant chilly morning, we have to do rule number 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So can we keep this as our agenda for today? 27 to 31 of CGST rules. First and foremost, as usual, what we do, we go to rules when AV cannot be taken as TV. So section 15 subsection 1 says please take accessible value as transaction value, isn't it? But on satisfaction of two conditions, supplier and recipient of supply should not be related to each other and price should be the sole consideration for the supply. But what will happen if any one of this condition is not getting satisfied? That means if supplier and recipient of supply are related to each other, or if price is not the sole consideration, then what to do? Isn't it? At inter level also we had said that, let us do this at final level. So now the time has come when we should check what will happen in such situations. And you also know that, when goods are sold or when goods are sent between head office and branch, or between one unit of company to another unit of company in different state, then it is distinct persons, isn't it? So when goods are given to distinct persons, means same pan but different GST numbers, it amounts to supply. So in such situations, how to do the valuation? Even if it is without consideration, it is supply. That means there is no TV only present. So in such situations, such unique situations, how to do the valuation? Are you getting the point? Or when goods are sent by principal to agent, like we had seen that, principal is manufacturing motor cars. He is sending the motor cars to his agent. So agent can display those motor cars and sell on behalf of principal. Activity of sending goods by principal to his agent is a supply even if it is without consideration. So in these cases, how to find accessible value is discussed in this rules. Getting it? 32 to we have done. 32 was in specified cases. How will you compute accessible value? So all of you remember 32 dealt with what all things? 32 dealt with foreign exchange services, air travel agent service, life insurance, okay, second hand goods sold, vouchers, valuation of vouchers. So at least these five things were dealt by 32. 33 dealt with pure agent. 34 dealt with how to determine the rate of exchange when the goods or services are imported slash exported. And 35 dealt with, what 35 dealt with? If the given value is including GST, how will we calculate accessible value excluding GST? Do you remember all these things? All of you with me? Are you all comfortable in GST till now? Yes, sir. So what will 27 deal with? 27 will deal with when supplier and recipient of supply are, okay, 28 will deal with that when supplier and recipient of supply are related to each other, okay, or when supply is between distinct persons. 28 will deal with that, but 27 will deal with when price is not the sole consideration. Getting it? So Ashima, price is not sole consideration. Mahalakshmi, how can it happen? It can happen in a simple transaction that you have come to my shop and you want to buy mobile. You want to buy iPhone 16. Okay, so what happens? You say that I have old iPhone, that is 13. So you give me 13 and I give you 16. Okay, of course, I say that original price of the phone is 90,000, but you pay me 70,000. Why you are paying me 70,000? You are paying me 70,000 because you are giving me 70,000 plus consideration in kind, that is old iPhone, isn't it? So is price of rupees 70,000 the sole consideration? Price is not the sole consideration in this case. So we can't accept blindly 70,000 as accessible value. Are you all getting my point? So in such cases, how to determine accessible value is discussed in rule number 27. So what is 27 talking about? 27 is talking about value of supply of goods or services where the consideration is there, but that consideration is not wholly in money. Means price is not the sole consideration. Is it clear, Mahalakshmi ji and Ashima ji? Please let me know quickly. So 27 will deal with that. 28, as I told you, will deal with supply of goods or services between related persons or distinct person. 29 will deal with when principal is sending goods to agent. How valuation will happen in that case. Okay, 29 will deal with that. 30 will deal with if you can't find solution, in 27, 28 or 29, you will go in 30. So 30 is residuary. Okay, residuary means if solution can't be found out by 27, 28 or 29, you will go to 30. And 31 is again residuary. If you can't find solution in 30 also, you will go to 31. So actually today's agenda is 27 to 31. Okay. Of course there is 31A, 31B and 31C. But 31A, 31B, 31C we will keep for tomorrow. What is 31A, 31B, 31C? It is about doing valuation in case of some actionable claims like lottery, betting, gambling, casino, horse races. It is about that. Okay, chalo. Today let's start with 27. So, can you give the heading in your provisions and concepts notebook? Rule 27. Just give the heading. Rule 27. Value of supply of goods or services where the consideration is not wholly in money. In bracket, price is not sole consideration. Price is not sole consideration. Just write it and let me know once you have done with that. Just heading I want you to write. Then I will go ahead and explain you. Once heading is done, please say D in the chat window. Yes, okay. See now, pay attention. I have done something for you. One example I have written for you. Just 100% focus on this example. Okay. There is a furniture shoppy and you are consumer. A is consumer. Okay. A wants to buy sofa set. What A wants to buy? A wants to buy sofa set. So A goes to this furniture shop and says I want to buy sofa set. Okay. Now what happens? But A says that I have my old sofa set. I will give old sofa set. I will give my old sofa set. Then what is the price? Then the shopkeeper says it's fine. We will give you for 50,000 rupees. Friends, is price sole consideration for supply? Is the price sole consideration for this supply? Price is not sole consideration. Why? Because along with price of 50,000, the consideration is old sofa. So I cannot follow 15.1. I cannot take accessible value as transaction value. So what I'll have to do? I'll have to resort to rule number 27. So what is rule number 27 saying? Rule number 27 is saying in such cases let accessible value be open market value. Let accessible value be what? Open market value. Open market value means what? Open market value means if such sofa is sold, means same make, absolutely same specification. If such sofa is sold to other buyers at same point of time where price is the sole consideration, where those other buyers are not related and excluding GST. So in such case, that amount will be called as open market value, and in such case, open market value will become accessible value. So assume that suppose this particular furniture shoppy is selling such sofa set X, model of this sofa set is X, such sofa set X to another buyer B. Who is B? B is unrelated. B is unrelated. So to this unrelated buyer for 60,000 rupees, then 60,000 rupees becomes what? Then 60,000 rupees becomes open market value, and that open market value will become accessible value. Is the point absolutely clear to all of you? Let me know. If yes, then write OMV in the chat window. So if it is clear, wonderful, wonderful. If it is clear, then I want you to write down this example. No need to write what rule says. Just say A. This A should be written here. So write this example. Explain yourself. There is a furniture shoppy selling sofa set X to A. A is recipient of supply. Furniture shoppy is supplier. Price of 50,000 is paid plus old sofa set. But still accessible value will be open market value, which is 60,000. Yes, wonderful. When you want me to scroll down, say D in the chat window. So many times for explanations, we'll be using this blackboard. I hope you have liked that blackboard. So from today, our internal sessions have started, means first 7 sessions we took on YouTube. Now we have started with internal sessions. They were on public domain, first 7. So you please, Mahalakshmi ji is saying done. What about Ashima ji? Okay, chalo, go ahead and show that open market value was 60,000. I hope you have shown that branch that furniture Shopee sells to B. For B, it is sold for, such sofas are sold for 60,000 plus GST. So 60,000 becomes open market value. Friends, what are the features of open market value? Open market value is price excluding GST. Okay, on sale of such goods, okay, on sale of such goods to whom? To unrelated buyers, comma, prices sole consideration. Yes, once done, please let me know. We'll go to clause B. Say C in chat window. We'll go to clause B. Okay. Suppose, friends, suppose Mahalakshmi ji done. Yes. Suppose open market value is not available. So why it is not available? Because what happened? Mahalakshmi, you said, I want this particular sofa's color and I want that particular sofa's cushioning material. And another one sofa is there, I want design of that. So you have different specifications. So it's a customized sofa made for you. Shopkeeper says, okay, you madam, give us the advance and be there after 15 days. We will prepare the sofa as per your specification. That is called as what? Customization or tailor made. You know that. So there is a tailor made sofa that is done for you. So what is not available? Open market value is not available because you are the unique buyer of that sofa. But your condition is that you will give the old sofa and take that new sofa which is customized for you. Getting it? So open market value is not available because your sofa's model no one else buys. Is it clear? Yes, it is customized. So open market value is not available. Suppose open market value is not available in the above case as it is customized sofa sold to A, then what shall be the accessible value? Then see, priority is going and deciding open market value and taking open market value as accessible value. That is the priority. But if open market value is not available, you have to be there at clause B. And what is clause B saying? Accessible value shall be rupees 50,000. That is the price plus value of old sofa. Getting it? That means plus value of non-monetary consideration if it is known. Assume it is 7,500. Then accessible value will become 57,500. Did you understand what will happen if what is not there? If open market value is not there. So if yes, complete clause B and say C in the chat window. If you have any doubt, I am open to answer that. I hope you are enjoying this. Next time you buy mobile phone, check. You might be, if you are going for exchange offer, you might be paying some amount, but accessible value will be different because accessible value will be open market value. Okay, Ashima ji is saying completed. What about others? Yes. Clear not till this point? So first priority open market value is not available, then price plus value of that non-monetary consideration, okay, if available. If that is also not available, then means if open market value is also not there and value of old sofa is also not known, That means if A also couldn't be applied, B also couldn't be applied, then you have to be there at clause C. What is clause C saying? Clause C is saying value of that sofa shall be supply of goods or services of like kind and quality. Do you get like kind and quality? Value of supply of goods or services of like kind and quality. That means of similar goods and services. Getting it? So say similar sofa is sold for 65,000. Say similar sofa is sold for 65,000 plus GST. Then you will go for assessable value as 65,000. Did you get the point? So see, open market value was apple to apple comparison, direct comparison. But value of supply of goods of like kind and quality means similar goods. Are you getting my point? Yes. So for government thinks open market value is better. But if that is not available, then go to clause B. If that is also not available, go to clause C and take new sofas, compare that new sofa is being sold, that new sofas like kind and quality goods, check that, and of that take price as assessable value. Getting it? Sir, value of old sofa means what? Yes, absolutely. Mahalakshmi ji. Mahalakshmi ji had question from clause B. So yes, value of old sofa means how much would have been the market value recoverable from the market for such type of, for that old sofa. Yes, absolutely. Chalo. Now once clause C is done, say C in the chat window, then we will go ahead. Yes. So clear till this point. And now friends, go to clause D. Clause D, no prizes for guessing. It says if A also cannot be applied, B also cannot be applied, C also cannot be applied. See, by the way, supplier can say anything that I am not getting open market value. Second, I don't know what is the value of that old sofa. Third, I don't have a value of goods of like kind and quality. So I will not do assessable, I will not do valuation. I cannot find assessable value. Isn't it? Government says no excuses. If you cannot follow A, B and C, follow D. What is D? D says assessable value shall be price plus value of non-monetary consideration, means in our example old sofa computed as per 30 or 31 of CGST rules. What is 30-31 of CGST rules? That is residuary. So we'll do what is that. But before that, can you just complete D in your notebook? D clause. Old sofa's value you will find applying general principles of valuation that is given in 30 or 31. Is it clear? Once done, say D in the chat window. So do you wish to see what type of examples can be asked in this? May I go ahead? Sorry, this Ashima ji, was it done? Yes, okay. So can I read it for you? Where the supply of goods or services is for a consideration not wholly in money, the value of supply shall A. Be open market value of such supply. B. If open market value is not available under clause A, it will be sum total of consideration in money, means 50,000 rupees, and any such further amount in money as is equivalent to the consideration not in money. In short, value of non-monetary consideration. In our example, 7,500. Of course, if such amount is known. If value of supply is not determinable under clause A or clause B, then it will be the value of supply of goods or services or both of like kind and quality. And if the value is not determinable under clause A or clause B or clause C, it will be sum total of consideration in money and such further amount in money that is equivalent to consideration not in money as determined by application of rule 30 or 31. One simple illustration they have given. So I use the short form ILU. One simple ILU they have given you, where new phone is supplied for 20,000 rupees along with exchange of old phone, and if price of new phone means open market value of new phone is 24,000 rupees, then friends, what is the accessible value? Then accessible value shall be rupees 24,000 being open market value. Do you agree with me, all of you? So this is a statutory illustration, means illustration given by that rule itself. Is it 100% clear to all of you? Next, where laptop is supplied for 40,000 rupees along with barter of a printer that is manufactured by recipient, and value of the printer known at the time of supply is 4,000 rupees, but open market value of laptop is not known. That means you cannot apply clause A. So please apply clause B. In clause B, you will do price, that is 40,000 rupees, plus money value of non-monetary consideration, that is 4,000 rupees. So friends, your accessible value will be 44,000 rupees. Are you getting it? You applied here clause B. Clear? But will not depend on only illustrations of institute or not institute of the CGST rules, but we will go to some different illustrations also. Are you all comfortable till this point? So go ahead to the illustrations part. I hope Mahalakshmi ji, you have maintained 100% notebook till this point. Same with Ashima. Yes, Ashima had sent me photos of notebook that day, and Ashima has followed all the sessions till now. Mahalakshmi, are your sessions complete till this point? And what about others who are watching recorded sessions? Chalo, wonderful. So, question number one, my dear friends. In Rule 27's question number one, Mr. X purchases Apple iPhone, open market value 80,000 from registered mobile dealer in exchange of his existing mobile phone. Price is not the sole consideration. Actually, question is over here. Answer here is rupees 80,000. Accessible value is open market value. Okay, the registered mobile dealer agreed to accept 72,000. 72,000 cannot be taken as accessible value because price is not sole consideration. Instead of quote of 75,000 does not make any sense as he would still be in profitable position. Does not make any sense. The old mobile phone can be sold for 10,000 but not relevant because we can directly apply clause A. Yes, wonderful. But question is bit deep. Question is bit deep. You try to understand. Determine GST implications of such transaction. It's a bit deep question. Why? They are not asking you only value. They are asking you GST implications. Are you getting my point? So friends, you know what? As of now, I think you just find accessible value. That is 80,000. Just be comfortable with that at this point. When we go ahead, we'll discuss further GST implications on this transaction. Okay. So go ahead. I'll show you just single one sentence you have to write. What that sentence would be? That sentence would be here. So you will say question 1 on this single sentence you will write. That's it. Other part we'll do in later stage of this batch. As per rule 27 of CGST rules, where price is not sole consideration for supply, open market value would be the value of supply. Therefore, rupees 80,000 would be accessible value. What in fact you have applied is clause A of said rules, of said rule. Okay, once you complete it, say D in the chat window. Don't write this point as of now. Very good. Separate notebook for provisions and concepts and separate notebook for sums. Happy to know that you're following my instructions. One thing you're going to remind me, friends. Our tab is not charged completely. So when I give you break, rather when we end this session, please remind me at the ending point of this session to put the tab for charging. Okay. Then only successfully we can conduct next session, which is today itself. Isn't it? So this session lasts till the tab battery continues. because tab is going to be discharged soon. I mean, it will go on for next, I think 1 hour, so it should go on. So Ashima is saying done. Mahalakshmi, is it done? May I go to question number 2, Mahalakshmi ji? Yes, wonderful. Go to question number 2. Mr. S supplies goods X to Mr. R for consideration of 5 lakhs. Getting it? Mr. S has supplied goods X to R. So R becomes recipient of supply for consideration of 5 lakhs, excluding taxes. But R, who is recipient of supply, also gave some material to Mr. S as consideration. Getting it? So is price the sole consideration? Also gave some material to Mr. S. Okay, so price is not sole consideration. Price of 5 lakh plus material. Material's value is 20,000. But let us first try to find out whether we get open market value of goods X. Mr. S has supplied the same goods to another person. We have, see this, Mr. S has supplied same goods to another person, means unrelated, at 571,200, including GST at 12%. So you all agree with me that 571,200 is equal to 112. So 100 is how much? You can find out excluding GST price. So what is the open market value? Open market value is 571,200 into 100 upon 112. Is the open market value 5,10,000? Yes, very good, Ashima ji. Yes. But is it 5,10,000? Yes, wonderful. So here we are applying clause A. Do you agree? Rule 27, clause A we are applying. Shall we go ahead? Yes, wonderful. 5.1 lakhs, yes. 5,10,000. Very good. What would your answer be if price of 521, sorry, 571,200 is not available at the time of supply of goods to R? No problem. If open market value is not available, then accessible value will be determined as per clause B. Getting it? So it will be 5 lakh plus 20,000. That is the value of that material. Yes, 5,20,000 will become accessible value. You are applying clause B. Any doubt in this? 5 lakh was the price of the goods and raw material was given worth 20,000. Absolutely clear. Clause B. Next. Yes. What would your answer be in the above case if open market value is also not available, but at the time of supply of goods by S, so open market value is not available, but at the time of supply of goods by S, identical goods have been supplied at 525. What they want to say here is What they want to say here is that 20,000 is also not available. The price of raw material is also not available, and 571 200 is also not available. So in that cases you will go to clause C and you will take accessible value as value of supply of goods of like kind and quality. Value of supply of goods of like kind and quality is 5,25,000. Did you understand? Did you get 5,25,000 as accessible value? Is it 100% clear? Shall we go ahead? Can you go ahead and present this? Yes. So just don't say similar goods, say identical goods. Okay. Value of supply of goods of like kind and quality. Say this, like kind and quality, because like kind and quality is the term coined by rule by the CGST rules. Getting it? So better stick to that term. So go ahead and present this. I am disappearing from your screen. So first what we have done, we have written provision, entire provision of rule 27. Hence, I did not make you write it in the provisions and concepts notebook, because anyways, you are going to write it while solving the sum. Because in this sum, clause A, clause B, clause C, all three clauses are used. Further, you have written the definition of open market value. So let me know once you complete till definition of open market value. So, friends, till what point? Okay, so I hope Mahalakshmi ji, for you also doing open market values definition. After that, go ahead and get value in the first scenario. There were three different cases. There were three different situations. So get value in the first situation. 5,10,000 as we discussed. Open market value by applying clause A. As you complete first point, say see in the chat window. We'll go for second situation. I'm constantly on your chat window. After that, please go ahead and get in second case also. If you want to understand, here it was rule 27, sub rule A. Here it was rule 27, sub rule B. And also do last case, which was rule 27 C, clause C. It's not correct to say sub rule. It's 27 clause A, clause B, clause C. So as you complete it, say see in the chat window. Yes, so who has reached till what point? And as you complete, don't forget to say D in the chat window. Okay. What about you, Ashima? Third point. Wonderful. Complete it. Yes, Ashima is saying complete it. What about you, Mahalakshmi? Yes, done. Going ahead, next. See, ABC Limited manufactured school bags. Are you all there on with me on third question? I'm going to give this as homework to you. Third and fourth, both. Homework in the sense, I'm going to show you the solution. You're going to take screenshot and complete it. Is that fine? Third and fourth, both. So it will be a good practice for you. ABC Limited manufactured school bags. During the month of August, it can be any August, XYZ Limited purchased 500 bags at a contracted price of 1000 per bag, excluding GST and discount. Means discount is not considered. Okay, from ABC Limited. XYZ Limited means recipient of supply. XYZ Limited is recipient of supply, no? Okay. ABC Limited, sorry, XYZ Limited supplied chains used in manufacturing of the bags to ABC Limited without consideration as per instruction of ABC Limited. In short, ABC Limited has got 1000 rupees per bag plus chain. Okay, did you get my point? ABC Limited is selling bags to XYZ. XYZ gave 1000 rupees plus chain. Okay, now point is ABC, at what price ABC sells such bags? Means what is the open market value of the bags? We don't know. It's not given. But open market value of the chain is given. So you all tell me which clause will you apply? If you tell me exactly which clause you will apply, I'll be satisfied. To decide assessable value here, you have understood price is not sole consideration because price is 1000 rupees per bag and plus chain. So which clause will you apply? Very good. Very good. Only thing is small b. So you will apply 27b. Why 27b you will apply? Because open market value of school bags is not available. Okay. But what is available? Value of non-monetary consideration is available. Ashima B. You wanted to say B, but you have said D, I think. Okay. So you'll apply 27B. So what will be the value? 1000 plus 50. 1050. Also discount of 20 per bag was given. So 1050 minus 20, 1030 each bag. Such 500 bags. So what is the accessible value? Accessible value is check 5 lakh 15,000. Are you getting 5 lakh 15,000 as accessible value? If you get any doubt, please ask. Ashima ji, is it clear? And calculate GST also on that. That is also asked. Yes, so please take screenshot of this. Once screenshot is taken, say D in the chat window so that you can do this as homework. Is the screenshot taken? Have you observed the solution? Now please take screenshot of the notes part. Once you do that, say see in the chat window. So you will be able to handle that, isn't it? Going ahead to next question, which is also again homework. Somesh and Company provides technical consultancy to group of companies for retainership fees of 25 lakhs annually. Okay, this Somesh and Company is given a room, means a commercial space in head office of the group for its exclusive use. Okay, so Somesh and Company is giving service to you. Somesh and Company is giving service to you, charging 25 lakh rupees. Okay, it's giving some professional service to you, technical consultancy to you, charging 25 lakh rupees from you, plus space for its use in your premises. So 25 lakhs is not sole consideration. Consideration is 25 lakhs plus place for use in the premises, isn't it? So AV cannot be taken as TV. So you can't take AV as TV. You will have to go to rule number 27. So what you will have to do? Is the value of service provided by Somesh and Company correct? No, it's not correct. If not, please elaborate. So you'll have to write all the provisions of Rule 27. How you would have followed clause A if open market value of services given is available. Clause B if the rent of that property, if the fair rent of that property is available, you will add that in 25 lakhs. That will become accessible value. Otherwise, value of services of like, kind and quality. If that is also not available, then rule 30, rule 31. Clear? So in short, you'll have to reproduce entire rule number 27 here. So this is your solution for question number 4. Go ahead, take the screenshot, say see in the chat window as you complete taking the screenshot. Yes. So now friends, can I go to rule number 28? 27 is done. You have understood. Done and dusted. May I go to 28? Yes, sir. Go to 28. What is 28? Supply of goods or services between related persons or between distinct persons other than through agent, because for agent we have 28. Okay, so holding company, subsidiary company. Holding company sending goods to subsidiary company. There might be no consideration or there might be some consideration, but that is to be neglected. Getting it? That is to be neglected. Are you getting my point? Yes, sir. So what is 28 or distinct person? Distinct person means one office in one of the Maharashtra state is sending goods to its another office in West Bengal. Same PAN, that is distinct persons. So in these cases, how to do valuation? So see, some background work has been done by me. You will find it easy this way. Follow this green color. Rule 28 example. There is a HO head office in Maharashtra. Okay. And there is a branch in West Bengal. Clear? Or, so these become distinct. Or there is a holding company and there is a subsidiary company. So they become related. In this case, what shall be the assessable value? A, it can be open market value. Now no need to again tell you what is open market value. So it can be A, open market value, or it can be value of goods or services of like kind and quality. So first preference given to open market value. If open market value is not available, then value of goods or services of like kind and quality. Is it clear? And if that is also not possible, then rule 30/31, that is your residuary. So isn't 28 easy after doing 27 especially? I have sent goods to my subsidiary, that what price I have sent goods, that cannot be taken as assessable value. Getting it? But I must have sold such goods to someone else. At what price I have sold that goods to someone else is open market value. That open market value can be taken as assessable value. Clear? If open market value is not available, then value of goods or services of like kind and quality. If that is also not available, then clause C, residuary. Is it absolutely clear to all of you? No challenge till this point. But friends, now where is one point? Optionally, one another way can be adopted in 28. What is that another way? Pay attention. A and B are related to each other or they are distinct persons. Clear? They are related to each other or they are distinct persons. Now, A sends the goods to B. What will be the assessable value? These goods B sells to C. How is B and C? B and C are unrelated. Do you agree with me? B and C are unrelated. Now, B is selling such goods to C for 1000. It is deemed, my dear friends, that B would have earned 10% profit margin on sales. So they say that we want fair price when A was selling goods to B. So let it be 90% of that 1000. So in short, from that 1000, take away 10% profit margin on sales and let 900 be deemed accessible value. Did you get this optional working? Tell me honestly. I am sending goods to you. We both are related. You are selling such goods further for 1000 rupees. So it is deemed that I have sold the goods to you for 900. That is 90% of sale price of such goods. Wonderful. You all are really intelligent students. Yes. Then, friends, so this is optional. Now comes game changer. Game changer is that Rule 28 says that keep everything aside if B is eligible for ITC. A and B are related persons. If B is eligible for what? If B is eligible for input tax credit. Yes, absolutely, Mahalakshmi ji. But markup, when you say Mahalakshmi ji, that markup is on cost. So I am saying that 10% of sale price was the deemed profit. So in short, 90% of sale price will become accessible value. This optional working. Is it clear? Now, now, government says if that B is eligible for ITC, if B is eligible for ITC, then government says, why are we doing all these things? Government says, just do one thing. Invoice value itself take as accessible value. Getting it? Invoice value itself will be deemed as open market value, that is accessible value. Did you get it? Government says because there is no point in doing all the things, all unnecessary things, because anyways if B is eligible for ITC, then even if we try to inflate this cost, as government, even if we try to inflate this cost, B is going to take ITC. So overall amount that government is going to get is going to remain same, isn't it? So what is the logic? Logic is value declared between A and B is immaterial, government says, if B is going to take ITC. Why? As B will be eligible for ITC of GST paid to A. Eventually, the amount that government collects as GST from A plus B while selling to C will in total remain the same. So how does it make difference, government says? So let invoice value itself be open market value. In short, let invoice value itself be accessible value. Did you get the point, all of you? Let me know. And Mahalakshmi ji, did you understand? Optional working also. Waiting for both of you. At final level, usually what happens is people go for recordings. So it's my pleasure that both of you are attending live so that you can immediately give me your feedback that did you understand this. Ashima ji, what about you? Yes, wonderful. So you know the eventual typical chain in GST. Eventually what government gets? Net GST paid by A, net GST paid by B. So if B buys at a say lower cost from A, then it will get less ITC. it will eventually net GST paid by B to government will go up. And if government does all the rule number 28 thing and asks A to inflate the selling price to B, means inflate the accessible value, then B will end up getting more ITC. But eventually, what government collects overall from A and B will remain absolutely same, isn't it? Yes. So friends, please go ahead and write down rule 28. Then we will go to lot of examples on 28. As you complete this first page, say D in the chat window. Waiting for your D in the chat window. A, B and C clause for rule number 28. Okay, by the way, please remember this is rule 28 sub rule 1 because I am going to tell you sub rule 2 also. So apply this when the supply is between related persons or distinct persons. Yes, Ashima ji is saying completed. What about you? Yes. Now go ahead and show how optionally valuation can be done by the supplier, that is A. Optionally, how it can be done? Take the price of goods or services of like kind and quality supplied by B to unrelated buyers. Take 90% of that as accessible value. So we are showing it diagrammatically. As you complete it, say D in the chat window. So as you complete, optionally what can be done, let me know. Then I will tell you to write what 28 says, that keeping everything aside, show invoice value itself as open market value. After doing so many examples on this, Yes. So, friends, is it done? Ashima ji is saying done. What about you, Mahalakshmi ji? Yes. So go ahead and show this. Write this sentence that keeping everything aside, you will show invoice value as open market value, that is accessible value. Done. Shall we go for, when you want me to go for logic, you let me know. Yes. Ashima ji is saying completed. What about you, Mahalakshmi ji? Yes. Go ahead and write this logic. So as you complete logic also, say D in chat window, we will go to multiple sums of rule 28. Is the logic done? Yes. Ashima is saying done. What about others? Yes. Wonderful. So now go to questions based on rule 28. I am quite sure you will be easily able to attempt them. Go to question 6 first. 6. Are you there on 6th? Focus. What is our agreement? Our agreement is still laptop battery. Wow. This tab battery is still 17%. Amazing. When we started it was 25 and we are 1.5 hours into the class right now. So this will go on battery. Battery means charging. Wonderful. So easily I think we can complete 28 also, 29 also, 30, 31 also. Check. 30, 31 to I will tell you as we go ahead in this 28 only. Solid fabricators owned by Kalyan is popularly known for assembly of large machines. Okay. SS fabricators also owned by Kalyan. So what do you find? You find that Kalyan is the common owner. It's a common owner engaged in fabrication of small machines. A factory contracts solid fabricators for fabrication of its machine for a fee of 5 lakh. That's fine. See here, solid fabricators subcontracts the work to SS fabricators. So SS fabricators, do you agree, will do the work for solid fabricators? Do you agree with me? Solid fabricators subcontracts the work to SS fabricators for 4 lakh. Yes, both are related. This work is done for 4 lakh, but 4 lakh will be neglected. AV cannot be taken as TV because both are related to each other, and ensures supervision of the work performed by them. Generally, SS fabricators charges a sum of 1200 per man hour to its client. So SS fabricators, when does this service towards whom? Towards unrelated buyers, then at what price? Towards unrelated buyers, when it gives such service, it is at 1200, na? 1200. Yes, 1200 per hour. So what is 1200 per hour? Can you tell me? Is 1200 per hour open market value? Absolutely. It is open market value. But how many hours are worked when this service is given to solid fabricators? Very good. It spends 400 hours on this project. Wonderful. So accessible value will be 1200 into 400, 4 lakh 80,000. Do you all agree with me on this? Yes. So main was doing this rough working. Can you please, if you have understood, please show this rough working for this question 6. Yes, wonderful. I can see all of you have got the correct answer. Go ahead. Show this rough working. Once it is done, say D in the chat window. I'll go to the main presentation. Always I'm disappearing from your screen when I want you to take down few things in your notebook. Yes, absolutely. You are applying rule 28 clause A. Perfect. So isn't your morning very fruitful? GST morning. Thoroughly, honestly, very honestly, I am enjoying to my core. Yes, so Ashima is saying done. I'll now go to the formal presentation of this, guys. I'll go to its formal presentation. Just say that this is 6, not 5, 6. And complete this. Since solid fabricators and SS fabricators are controlled by Kalyan, two businesses will be treated as related persons. Therefore, 4 lakhs being subcontract price will not be accepted as transaction value. Value of services shall be determined as per Rule 28 of CGST rules, which is resorted to computing assessable value where supplies between related persons or distinct persons other than through agents. According to it, assessable value in such case shall be open market value of the supply. Therefore, in given case, it shall be 1200 per man hour multiplied by 400 hours, which is equal to rupees 4,80,000. Okay, being the price charged by SS fabricators when dealing with other unrelated buyers. As you complete it, say D in the chat window. No, no, now say C in the chat window. Because earlier you had said D, na? Now say C in chat window as you complete it. Yes. So I can see that you both have completed this. I'm back on your screen. Let's go to next question. Next. GG Limited supplied printers from its establishment located in Maharashtra to its computer manufacturing unit in Rajasthan at 10,000 per unit. So friends, this is different because these two are called as distinct persons. Are you getting my point? These two are called as distinct persons. Unit located in Maharashtra and unit in Rajasthan. They are called as distinct persons. Okay. So you will neglect 10,000. GG Limited supplied such printers during the same period to independent recipient at 14,160 in the market. So friends, what is 14,160? Can you take 14,160 but which is including CGST and HGST? So 14,160 is equal to 118. So 100 is how much? So that will become your accessible value. That will become your open market value. Clear? Again you are applying clause A only, but this is not between related person, but this is between distinct persons. Is it absolutely clear to all of you? Yes, so open market value is 12,000 rupees. Go ahead, say that it is question number 7 and please complete it. Why you should do it? Because what is different? Different is that they both were distinct persons. So you will say that as per section 25(4), 25 is procedure for registration. In that they have discussed the concept of distinct persons. So as per 25(4) of CGST Act, person who has obtained more than one registration in one state or UT or more in respect of each such registration be treated as distinct person for the purpose of this act. Hence, GG Limited's establishment located in Maharashtra, okay, while manufacturing unit in Rajasthan are distinct persons. So the assessable value cannot be taken as transaction value. As per 15(4), read with Rule 28, AV shall be open market value of. So as per Rule 28, Subrule 1, Clause A. Don't forget Subrule 1, Clause A. So 14,160 minus 2160 GST, 12,000 shall be assessable value. And meaning of open market value I have put up here in the note. So now as you complete it, say see in the chat window. I'll not disturb you now. Promise. I'll not disturb you now. Till what point have you reached? Note. Wonderful. What about you, Ashima ji? B point. Okay. Wonderful. Complete it. At least let's complete 31 till 31 today. So 31 ABC we can do tomorrow, 26th. 27th we can do, we can start with actually section 12, 13, 14. Time of supply of goods, time of supply of services, and time of supply when there is change in rate of GST. Yes, Mahalakshmi ji is saying done. What about Ashima ji and all my recorded batch students? Are you following it? Yes, Ashima ji is also saying completed. Let's go to eighth question. Really wonderful question. SS manufactures a customized product A. So friends, what do you understand? You understand that for sure there is not going to be open market value because it's a customized product. At its MP, at its unit in MP, and supplies it to another establishment in Rajasthan. So what do you understand? Between distinct persons, isn't it? The contracted sales price is 9 lakh. Okay, contracted sale price is 9 lakh, but forget 9 lakh. You can't take TV as AV because the supply is between distinct persons. Cost of production of product A is 10 lakh. Cost of production is given. It is 10 lakh. SS Limited is sole manufacturer of this product. Getting it? Only manufacturer of this product. You have to determine taxable value of supply and calculate CGST, SGST at 5%. So till this point, did you understand? Yes, no? So friends, for sure, there is no open market value. There is no value of similar goods. You can't apply clause A, clause B. What you'll have to apply? You'll have to apply clause C. Clause C says that go to rule 3031. So time has come that I should tell you how to do valuation in case of rule 30. So rule 30, simple way, add 10% profit markup in the cost of production, because the point is A has sent the goods to, means sorry, from MP the goods have been sent to Rajasthan. Cost of production of those goods is 10 lakh. So accessible value is 10 lakh plus 10%. Sorry. Sorry guys, sorry. So accessible value was not known, no? I mean, so what it will be taken as? it will be taken as 110% of 10 lakhs as per rule 30. Is it clear to all of you? Means what exactly we are doing? We needed the fair price of the goods sent to Rajasthan unit. The fair price you will get after adding 10% profit margin. Because you know cost is a fact and price is the policy. So government says take 10% as the fair margin. Is it clear to all of you? So rule 30 says 110% of 10 lakhs. So 11 lakhs would be assessable value. Is it clear to all of you? Then would your answer be different if establishment in Jaipur is eligible to avail ITC? If establishment in Jaipur is eligible to claim ITC, then what? Then directly you can take invoice value as open market value. So in that case, 10 lakh itself will become assessable value. Mahalakshmi ji and Ashima ji, is the point clear to all of you? 100%. So check. So first of all, you have to tell them that they both are distinct persons. So that is done. So then you'll have to directly jump to 25C. So according to 25C, 28C, you'll have to do valuation as per rule 30. As per rule 30, valuation is 110% of cost of production. That is 11 lakhs. And you have to calculate GST payable also, which will be 55,000 because it was at 5%. Why you are going to 28C? Because there is no open market value. Okay, and uh, goods like kind and quality goods. Is it clear to all of you? That's why you are going to 28C. And in second situation, that means if establishment is eligible for taking ITC, then value declared in the invoice itself shall be taken as open market value as per provision of 28. So it will become 9 lakh. Isn't it not 10 lakh? 9 lakh. My bad. 10 lakh was the cost of production. 9 lakh. The price at which goods were sent. 9 lakh. Is it clear to all of you now? 100%. So in that case, GST payable shall be 45,000. Yes. So can you please complete it? Did you get it really? Ashima and Mahalakshmi ji? Write question 8 and show both the situations. Once you complete it, say D in the chat window. And one more point I want you to remind me, that is we will write in 30 and 31 how to do the valuation. You first complete this, say D in chat window, then I will tell you what to do. I will not disturb you now. So, till what point have you completed? Okay. Ashima is saying done. What about Mahalakshmi ji? Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, now do one thing. Go to you have written the rules somewhere. Do you remember? Initially, we had written the rules. So, go to rule 30 and in bracket write down accessible value will be equal to 110% of cost. Initially, you had written the rules. And in 31, you write residuary. That is, even if 30 cannot be applied, then apply 31. So residuary, that is if rule 30 also could not be followed, then you apply 31. And in 31, how will you do the valuation? You have to follow general principles of valuation. You have to follow general principles of valuation. Is it clear? So please complete both these points. As you complete it, say D in the chat window. Initially, when we were doing 15, when we were at 15.4, we had taken the list of rules, and in that I'm asking you to incorporate this. So once done, say D in the chat window. Yes. Ashima is saying done. What about you, Mahalakshmi ji? So once that is done, I can take you to 28.2. Okay, because in 28, one more subrule has been inserted, that is 28 subrule 2. Yes. So very simple, but it can become important. So in 28, this subrule 2 has been inserted because now you know, yes, whatever I wanted to do, questions from what 28, that questions I have completed. Okay, so in 28, what is subrule 2 saying? Please try to understand. You know, if your company wants to take loan, if your company wants to take loan, it goes to State Bank of India. Then that State Bank of India will say, where is the guarantor for this loan? Where is the guarantor for this loan? Are you getting my point? So loan has to be guaranteed. Okay. So assume my company gives guarantee that your company will pay the loan. So we give guarantee to State Bank of India that X Private Limited will pay the loan. So this is called as bank guarantee. So I am giving you the service of giving bank guarantee on your behalf. So for that, you may pay me some amount, you may not pay me some amount, whatever. We both may be holding subsidiary, we both may be related. But government says we want to do the valuation in this case of this supply of bank guarantee services. So this is intercorporate bank guarantee services given. In this case, assessable value, they say as per rule 28 shall be 1% of the loan amount. Okay. So it shall be 1% of the amount of such guarantee offered. Guarantee offered means for how much loan the guarantee is offered. So suppose guarantee is offered for 50 lakh rupees. Then 50 lakh into 1%. 50,000 rupees will be assessable value. Did you get the point? Or if actually I am charging to you some 75,000 rupees, then 75,000 rupees. Because assessable value will be 1% of the amount of such guarantee offered per annum, or actual consideration whichever is higher. Getting it? So value of supply of services by supplier to a recipient, of course, who is related person located in India. What service it is? By way of providing corporate guarantee to any banking company, financial institution on behalf of said recipient. What shall be the assessable value? 1% of that amount of guarantee offered per annum, or actual consideration whichever is higher. Okay, further, you know, when recipient is eligible for full ITC, where recipient is eligible for full ITC, that same point as applicable in 28(1) will apply. That means whatever value has been declared in the invoice, whatever is the actual consideration, that directly shall be deemed to be the value of said services. Is it clear to all of you? Example, LKG Private Limited gave bank guarantee to UKG Private Limited, its subsidiary company, amounting 1 CR to SBI. Okay, what shall be the assessable value? Assuming bank guarantee fees charged by LKG to UKG is 85,000 for the year. So assessable value will be, as per 28(2), assessable value shall be 1% of 1 CR, that is 1 lakh, or 85,000, whichever is higher. So it shall be 1 lakh. Is it absolutely clear to all of you? Yes, there is one doubt, one question coming up. I'll just read that question. If someone has given bank guarantee, then they need to pay AV plus GST other than just documentation. Okay. See, in our example, LKG has given bank guarantee for UKG. So in short, UKG is obliged to pay something to LKG. Got my point? Because LKG is helping UKG. So we are talking about that. Okay. So if now UKG defaults in paying the loan, then LKG's role will come into picture to do good the loan amount. So that is transaction between LKG and bank. Okay. But I am talking in GST, I am talking about transaction between LKG and UKG. Did you get my point? LKG has helped UKG by giving bank guarantee of 1 CR. So for that, UKG has to pay consideration to LKG. So government says they may not pay because they are related to each other. But we want to take assessable value as 1% of the bank guarantee amount. So what you are saying, bank guarantee itself is a supply of service. Absolutely. Bank guarantee itself is a supply of service to distinct person. Absolutely correct. Even if it is without consideration, we will have to take consideration as 1% of the bank guarantee amount. Getting it? Because 1% or actual consideration, whichever is higher. Is it clear, Mahalakshmi ji? So can you please go ahead and complete rule 28 in your notebook? Rule 28 sub rule 2 in your notebook. Wonderful. So when you want me to scroll down, please say D in the chat window. You will take this in provisions and concepts notebook. This is probably our one of the longest session, isn't it? It is already of what time? It is already of 2 hours 6 minutes. But no problem. I told you that we will take 3 sessions today. Now, instead of 3, we will take only 1 or 2, but maybe 1 only. But we will complete till 31. Already 31 we have done. So already 28 is complete once you complete this. So what remains is only 29. isn't it? So now after this, we will do 29 and close today's session. Okay, Ashima is saying completed. What about you, Mahalakshmi ji? So say D in the chat window as you complete writing that here value shall be 1% or actual consideration, whichever is higher. As you complete that, say D in the chat window. We will go ahead to proviso in this and also example. I'm thinking that this session also we will release on YouTube. At least one topic students should get, isn't it? Full valuation topic, at least if students get, then they can understand how they are going to learn GST at final level from us. Yes, Ashima ji is saying done. What about you, Mahalakshmi ji? If you say D, then I'll go ahead to proviso. Once you complete proviso, let me know. Then we will go to example. If at any point you want me to scroll up, tell me accordingly. After this, time of supply, then place of supply, then input tax credit, then registration, scope of supply, exemptions. You will just keep on taking one topic in your kitty and keep on adding to your knowledge. When you want me to go to example, say EG in the chat window. This particular subrule 2 was inserted 1 year back. Yes, Mahalakshmi ji is saying done. What about you, Ashima ji? Yes, you are saying EG means this is done. So now in the EG, when you want me to scroll down, say D in the chat window. Don't forget, you have to do two homeworks today. Yes, Ashima ji is saying completed. Mahalakshmi ji is also saying completed. So now, tell me when you want me to scroll down further by saying D in the chat window. May I scroll down? Yes, so this will complete our solution. As you complete it, say D in the chat window. Once I get D from all of you, I'll go ahead to rule number 29. Last thing for today. I would say last thing for today. Yes. So Ashima is saying done. What about you, Mahalakshmi ji? Yes. Got Ashima's done. What about? Yes. Okay. Last rule for today, and then 31A, 31B, 31C we will do tomorrow. Rule 29 of CGST rules. What it is? Principal is sending goods to agent. Okay. So when principal is sending goods to agent, it is called as supply. Actually, he is not selling goods. He is just sending goods. But the activity of sending goods is also supply. Why? Because there is one schedule 1 in CGST Act which says that some activities will be supply even if they are free of cost. So Honda Motors manufactures the vehicles and send it to its agent, so agent can display it and sell it on behalf of Honda Motors. Now, activity of sending the goods by principal to agent is also equal to supply. Getting it? Now in this, what shall be the assessable value that is discussed in rule 29? So what shall be assessable value? It shall be open market value. So no need for me to explain you that what is open market value. You all know that it shall be open market value. If open market value or one option is given, okay, what is that option? See, so it shall be open market value or one option is given. What is that option? That option is at what price such goods are sold by agent, take 90% of that. Now again, no need to explain this to you. You already know this logic. This logic we have seen in rule 28 also, isn't it? Or at the option of the supplier, it will be 90% of the price charged for supply of goods of like kind and quality by the recipient, means agent, to his customer who is unrelated. Okay, where the goods are intended for further supply by said recipient. Did you understand? And if you can't follow that, you have to go and do it as per rule 30 or 31 in that sequence. That is residuary. Did you understand? So you have to take OMV. OMV, or what is the option? I have told you with one illustration. There is a principal, there is an agent. All of you with me on this example. There is a principal, there is an agent. Principal is sending to agent groundnuts. What will be the accessible value of these groundnuts? That is the question. So agent sell such groundnuts to other buyers at 5,000 per quintal. Okay, agent sells these groundnuts to other buyers at 5,000 per quintal. But apart from that, there is one more information given. Agent buys, purchases from third parties at 4,550 per quintal. So friends, 4,550 per quintal is open market value. So accessible value shall be 4,550 per quintal or 90% of 5,000. 90% of 5,000, which is 4,500. It can be done anyways as per the option of the supplier. Supplier means principal. Did you get it? So it may be open market value or it may be 90% of 5,000, whichever is whatever is chosen by the supplier. Is it absolutely clear to all of you? What example we have seen just now of groundnuts, that is a statutory illustration. Again, means that illustration is given in Rule 29 itself. Okay, it's not the one given by me or ICI. It is given by CGST rules. Sir, but OMV is principal selling goods to unrelated persons. Oh, nice question. No, actually OMV is there could be two ways of getting OMV here. One way was at what price agent buys from others or at what price principal sells to others, because that is the comparable transaction, not the price at which agent will sell to others, because agent will add his profit margin, isn't it? Got it, Mahalakshmi ji? So absolutely correct. Your observation is correct. See, I will read the illustration here. Principal supplies groundnuts to his agent and his agent is supplying groundnuts of like kind and quality, and that too is of like kind and quality in subsequent supplies at price of 5,000 rupees per quintal on the day of the supply. Another independent supplier is supplying groundnut of like kind and quality to the said agent at a price of 4,550 rupees per quintal. So here value of supply made by principal shall be 4,550 per quintal, that is OMV, or where he exercises the option the value shall be 90% of 5,000 rupees, that is 4,500 rupees. We can't say take whichever is low, it will be left at the option of the principal. Is it clear? No. It's not OMV. Huh? Yes. Right. Not OMV actually, but AV. AV will be calculated in two ways. One is the OMV, or second is 90% of the selling price of agent. So yes, Mahalakshmi, you have caught it perfect. Yes, I use the word caught it. You have caught it perfect. You have caught the logic. So rule 29, can you state? Yes, as you want me to scroll down, say D in the chat window. After this now, we will do one formal question on this, and then that's it. That will be end of today's session. If at any point you want me to scroll up, let me know accordingly. Okay, Ashima ji is saying done. What about you, Mahalakshmi ji? Yes, you are also saying done. So please show this, that what shall be the accessible value, OMV, or so let me know when I should go to next page by saying see in the chat window. Show every fact that principal is sending groundnuts to agent. What shall be the accessible value? Show the fact that third parties are selling to agent for 4550, that is open market value, and show the fact that agent is selling to other buyers who are unrelated for 5000 per quintal. Once all the facts are shown, say D in the chat window. Then I'll take you to next page for showing the accessible value. Mahalakshmi ji is saying done. What about Ashima ji? Okay. So complete this. So there are two ways. A, you can take open market value, or B, you can take 90% of that 5000, which is 4500. As you complete it, say C in the chat window. Yes, Ashima ji is saying completed. What about others? Okay. So go to 29. Examples on 29. Yes, yes, got it, got it. Now, this 10th question. Home Appliances Limited, Faridabad, has 15 agents located across the state of Haryana. The stock of vacuum cleaners is dispatched on just in time from Home Appliances Limited. So the stock is dispatched means sent from Home Appliances to the locations of the agents based on receipt of order from various dealers on fortnightly basis. Home Appliances Limited also engaged in the wholesale supply of vacuum cleaners in Faridabad. An agent places an order for dispatch of 20 vacuum cleaners. Home Appliances Limited had sold Home Appliances Limited had sold such 20 vacuum cleaners at a price of 1,30,000. So friends, what is 1,30,000? Can I say 1,30,000 is open market value? The price at which such goods are sold by principal to third parties who are unrelated. So that is open market value. You can take open market value as accessible value, or what is the option? Option is agent effects the sale of 20 units to a dealer who would effect the sale on MRP at 7,000 per unit. So agent's selling price to outsiders is 7,000 into 20, 1,40,000. So accessible value may be optionally taken at 90% of this, that is 1,26,000. Is it totally relatable like the groundnuts example? Yes, no? Let me know once you understand it. And if you have any doubt, feel free to ask. Did you understand? All of you. So go ahead. Question 10. Show this that first of all, the first point would be law deems supplies between principal and agent to be supplies for the purpose of GST. Means they are supplies. Yes, Mahalakshmi ji. Very good. And even Ashima ji is saying understood. Wonderful. Therefore, transfer of goods by principal to its agent for him to effect sales on behalf of principal would be deemed to be supply, even if it is without consideration. The value of supply as per rule 29 would be either open market value or 90% of the price of the goods charged by recipient of the intended supply to its customers. It will be at the option of supplier. So accessible value would be therefore 1,30,000, which is open market value, or 1,26,000 based on the option chosen by Home Appliances Limited. So friends, please complete it. As you complete it, say D in the chat window. Once I get D from all of you, that's it in today's session. Nothing more in this session. So this session went for about 2.5 hours and we completed 27 to 31. Congratulations. Biggest session in all the sessions that we have done till date of CA final in this batch. So friends, being the last one, you can take screenshot and complete. We don't have to do anything after this in today's session. So once you take screenshot, say D in the chat window. Then complete it as per your discretion. Complete it. Have you taken screenshot? Ashima is saying done. What about Mahalakshmi? Means screenshot when done, say D. Yes. So friends, thank you so much for being such wonderful audience. Once again, I would like to tell you that do attend next session. Okay, you will keep on adding to your knowledge. This is our contact number for any of inquiries. This is one time, one point contact number 9028777829. For inquiries about the batches as well as for doubts, you can contact on this number. Thank you so much for being student of ZES Learning. I, CA Pratik Neve, literally want to express my gratitude towards all of you for watching this session. Do keep our YouTube channel subscribed, which is CA Pratik Neve, and so that you will not miss out on any sessions. And do hit the bell icon so that you will get each and every update and notification. I'll see you in next session. Till then, keep smiling, keep studying, keep spreading these sessions to all, to whom this might be important. Bye bye. Take care. Good day.